welcome for the inaugural
What a great honor to be able to introduce for the first time ever anywhere the 45th.
If you've been around my channel long enough, you will already seen all sort of content with QIQI as the main character, from solo domain clears, solo weekly bosses clears, 36 stars in basically every Abyss rotation of the last few months. But why am I playing QIQI so much, and why do I find her so valuable? QIQI is a character that I had for a very long time because she was my second 5-star character. I got her on the very first Ganyu's banner after losing a 50-50. And in the beginning I was only using her as an off-field healer, popping her in and then out just to make sure that my main characters would stay properly healed. This video is not meant to state that QIQI is meta, she is OP or anything like that. This video has two purposes. The first one is to tell people how to build her, how to play her, which team to build around her. And the second purpose is to show that a properly built on-field character that you may already have, because a lot of people already have QIQI, may actually be what you need to get 36 stars in the Abyss, and that she could be more valuable than its unlimited 5-star characters. A team composed exclusively of 4 stars, like the one that you see here in the first half, with Bennett, Shanling, Shinchu and Sacroz, with proper amounts of investment can easily give you a clearing time worthy of 9 stars in the Abyss. So what are you going to do in the second half? If you have a lot of 5-star characters available, then the options are essentially endless. You can have a team with Xiao as a main carry, with Hu Tao as a main carry, and you want to give her Shinchu. You can have a team centered around Raiden, you can have a team centered around Shinchu, or Yoimiya, or Child, there are really a lot of options. But if you have a limited amount of characters, and QIQI is your only 5-star character, should you give up? Not really. One of the main complaints that people had about QIQI for a very long time is that she heals. Too much, actually. There is no benefit in the game when it comes to overhealing. And that's why people always prefer the shield over healing. But things have changed with the release of the Ocean Hued Clan set. This set actually rewards you for overhealing, because the more you heal and overheal, the quicker you get the proc, which deals quite a lot of damage. While many people still play QIQI as an off-field character using her elemental skill and burst to proc the Ocean Hued Clan bubble, while the on-field damage dealer is on the field doing his or her stuff, the argument that I'm making is that the QIQI actually perform extremely well as the on-field driver of a lot of teams. QIQI being unkillable and being able to heal everyone else in the party while she's on the field, meaning that for the remaining 3 slots you can actually have any combination of your best off-field characters that you are not using in your other Abyss team. And with proper investment you will be able to get 9 stars in all, or at the very least most Abyss rotations. At the very end of this video I will add a clip where I clear the current Abyss rotation with this exact team, getting a very easy 9-star clear. But don't think that this is the only team composition that you can have with QIQI. This is what I find ideal in the current Abyss rotation, but Abyss rotations change. Every 2 weeks we get different bonus, and every 6 weeks, roughly, we get completely different monster compositions, so things may change. But the great thing about a team like this one is that with the QIQI on the field you don't have to worry about survivability and you don't have to worry about healing, meaning that your remaining 3 characters, all your sub-DPS characters, can be anything that you have available and that you are not using in the first half. So if for example you have pulled for Raiden, good choice by the way, and you are able to field the Raiden hyper carry team in the first half, you will have all these characters available for the second half, and QIQI will be performing extremely well. This is the team that I used for the second half, the one that currently has the Wolf Plague Lord thingy, and I decided to use Albedo to make my life a bit easier when it comes to destroying the skulls from the Wolf Lord, but actually the main character using his Geo abilities would have been more than enough. There is only one big caveat when it comes to teams that have QIQI as the on-field driver, and that is you need to invest on your off-field damage dealers, be it Beidou, Shinchu, Albedo, Shanling, Fischl. They are going to be the ones dealing most of the damage. Chi-Chi is only there to make sure that your on-field character is going to be unkillable, and that everyone in your team will be healthy all of the time without having to worry about corrosion, damage, or any other sort of nuisance from the abyss. When it comes to stats for Chi-Chi, you want to look mostly for attack percentage, because her healing scales of attack. You should not completely dismiss crit rate and crit damage, mainly because, while it's true that the bubble from the Ocean Hue Clan set cannot crit, she will spend a lot of time on the field, so having Chi-Chi being able to dish out a bit of extra damage is actually pretty nice. When it comes to Sands and Goblet, you always want attack percentage for Chi-Chi. When it comes to the hat, things are a bit more open-ended, and it will probably rely on your substat rolls more than anything else, because healing bonus will allow her to heal better and proc the bubble more reliably, but attack percentage will still improve her healing while also letting deal more on-field damage. So for this slot, for the hat, you are free to experiment and see which one works better for you depending on your substats. Talking about her talent, she's going to spend a lot of time on the field attacking because she will be the on-field driver, so it's definitely worth investing some more books into her normal attacks. Her elemental skill is extremely valuable as well, providing her with consistent healing, as well as healing anyone who is on the field at that time when you need to switch characters, to make sure that all the other characters' burst and elemental skill get used at the proper time. Her elemental skill does not do much damage at all, so the only reason to level it up would be to have an increase in the healing, but of the three skills it's the one on which I would focus the least. As for the weapons, this is the fun part. She actually has a lot of options available, and they're all viable. I have tested many weapons on Chi-Chi. Aquila Favonia, a refinement free because this weapon loves me. Favonius Sword, Sacrificial Sword, I tried them all, and the clearing time in the Abyss was essentially the same. Because what you give up with base attack using a Sacrificial Sword actually comes back via the extra elemental skill, and it also provides extra energy recharge. Favonius Sword, again, not very good base attack, okay energy recharge, but the ability to consistently recharge her energy as well as the teammates' energy make it for an extremely comfortable run when it comes to particle generation. Aquila Favonia rewards Chi-Chi with the highest attack, which is great for her because her all kit scales of attack, she allows her to deal more damage while she's on the field, and she has a proc from the weapon that deals attack, damage and heals, and it's great for her. When it comes to actually playing Chi-Chi, the team rotation will depend on which character you decided to team up with Chi-Chi. In a team like this one, I would always start with Rosaria, Elemental Skill and Burst, followed by Beidou, Elemental Skill and Burst, then Odds, Summoning Fischl, and then back to Chi-Chi. All the off-field effects are now available for Chi-Chi, and everything on the screen will die extremely quickly. That's because of a combination of all the off-field bursts and odds, as well as Chi-Chi's Clam set, which deals a fairly decent amount of damage at a very good speed. And once things are not available anymore, you repeat and you move on to the next stage of the fight. If you dislike Chi-Chi because she stole your opportunity of actually getting a limited 5-star character, I cannot change your mind about that. But I hope that this video will make you realize that maybe in your account you have a level 1 Chi-Chi or possibly 20 because you wanted the free pull from the standard banner that is left completely unused, and that could actually help you quite a lot in getting 36 stars in the Abyss. You just need to make sure that you have some good off-field characters that can provide the off-field damage while she stays on the field and ignores all the damage going in her direction. The video will now end with my full Abyss run, so you can have a look at how I played it. I hope you felt inspired by this video. I hope that if you have a Chi-Chi, you will build her properly. I hope that if you don't get a Chi-Chi, well, you will either get her or not, depending on what you would prefer. Now I will be checking out. I stream Mondays and Thursdays around midnight UTC, both on Twitch and YouTube. So you're more welcome to come, because more often than not I try meme, off-meta and really old teams to clear the Abyss. Bye guys, take care.
Let's tell this madness, the sin of summer, when freedom had sense. But you keep growing up, and your heart wants to get back.